Well, hello there, my friends. Happy Wednesday. I'm to talk to you today about something about menopause that sometimes we don't expect. And I'm experiencing it today. Often with menopause, perimenopause throughout, we have mood swings. Usually, what I hear is women will say, I just feel angry all the time or I'm agitated. But something that's a little less talked about is the feeling of melancholy with these mood changes, of course, all due to hormone fluctuations. We know that estrogen, progesterone, all of our um, sex hormones or our like menopause hormones, as I now call them, shifts our brain, can impact our brain chemistry, basically, and this tends to leave us more vulnerable to anxiety or depression or these melancholy moods. Now, anxiety and depression, clinical diagnoses, or not exactly, or not at all what I'm talking about. This is just kind of that all of a sudden, you always speak in front of an audience, yet this one particular time you all of a sudden start to feel the heart palpitations and like you're starting to have a little bit of a panic attack and you're thinking, where the freaking hell did this come from, right? And the depression, I think of it this more as, kind of like the sad days. There's absolutely no reason for me to be sad. I kind of have it all in my life, nothing's perfect, right? Nothing ever is. That's not what we're ever searching for. But I've got a great husband. I have a wonderful life. I have a business. I have the opportunity to travel. I've got a great family. A niece and nephew who adore me. My mom is still alive and kicking and doing well. My sister and I get along great. Um, things are good. So why do I feel like crap today? And I don't mean physically. I just mean I feel sad. And this frustrates me because this isn't one of those things that I could just, snap out of it, get into a better mood, which often my husband will sometimes say to me. Or as I had a conversation with my friend Sarah the other day, her husband says the same thing. Hey, snap out of it, whatever. It's not that simple, right? Yes, we have to do things to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. I went outside and sat outside in the sun before. That brings those, happy feelings, the sun, the warmth on my skin made me feel good. Sunshine on your face in the morning, early morning, especially getting into your eyes helps with circadian rhythm. So, right, fluctuating estrogen and progesterone, um, obviously is like the hallmark, right, of um, menopause. But it's really the two big things that are affecting um, this mood that I'm having today. And I'd have to start tracking this. Tracking is great. Tracking your moods and your symptoms, I always recommend. I think it's really, really important. This is when I've not tracked. How often do I feel this way? I don't think I feel this way often, but I don't really know until I start tracking it. So today in uh, my journal, I've put in that I feel melancholy today. Um, Part of it is like probably a good cry would make me feel good, but I don't feel like I'm going to cry. I don't. There's just it's just how I feel today, right? Um, and so I wanted to come on today because most of the time I'm happy-go-lucky, I'm smiley, blah blah blah. My hair looks great. I don't know what my hair's doing today. Um, but I thought it was really important for me to get on camera today, not feeling like myself, which is a typical thing I hear with clients. I just don't feel like myself. And today is one of those days. I just don't feel like myself. And I have 17 years of personal experience in menopause. I'm 3 years postmenopausal. So yeah, this does kind of, or can for some women, go into the postmenopausal years. Obviously, I am doing things to make sure that my heart, I have heart health and bone density health, and continue to keep muscle mass. I am on bioidentical hormones, which from the time I started, um, before I started till the time that maybe 2 weeks after I started, man, I feel a heck of a lot different, a heck of a lot better. But even that has its limitations some days, right? And I think it's absolutely important for us to understand nothing's perfect, right? Just because you're taking the right supplements and you're sleeping right and you're exercising and you're doing, bioidentical hormones or traditional HRT or whatever it is that you're doing, that even though you're going to feel good most of the time, sometimes you're just not. And that's okay too. And to truly be gentle, be kind to yourself. Um, this is a good time to have a conversation with your spouse and just have them, be patient with you, be kind to you, and just let you be. You need to get through it. I know tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and be like, woohoo, let's do something. Um, I don't feel like that today though, and that's okay. So if this is how you feel every now and then, just know that it's normal. It's okay. It's part of menopause. Yes, it sucked. Um, but truly, if you are struggling with symptoms and you have lots of questions, please, please, please feel free. Check out my website, denisestegall.com. Connect with me here on social, and would love to chat with you. All righty. You have a good day. Hopefully, you are not having a day like I am, where I'm just kind of blue. I'll see you soon. Healthy living, happy life, everyone.